Blog Talk Radio.
Brita, Muta is here. Muta is here.
Welcome to Take Two Radio. We are pleased to bring you interviews with people in the entertainment and music industry, discussions and recaps of the 4 remaining daytime soaps. That's The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives, as well as various other shows. For upcoming and previous shows, check take2radio.com. That's with the number 2. And you can find us on Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, iTunes, and other streaming apps. Follow us on social media at Take2 Radio, and thanks for listening.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Take2 Radio Soaps in Review. And no, you're not confused. Today is not Thursday. It is Monday.
It's our first Monday.
Yeah, we have switched days. After all this time, we will be doing the second and fourth Monday of the month at 7 p.m. Eastern. So I hope you're able to join us. And if you can't listen live, then you can always listen to the replay with Blog Talk Radio or on any of the streaming apps. So, good evening, crew. David, Anthony, and Will. And almost Candace, we don't know where she is.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone. And I would like to give a special shout-out to someone who's been with us for 7 years and possibly couldn't make the switch with us, and that is our Carolyn.
Aww.
Well, we don't know that for sure yet, so hopefully she can. We'll find out
hopefully
shortly.
One day.
We'll think positive thoughts.
Absolutely, and even if she pops in once in a while to give us her day's perspective,
Yeah, exactly.
But
there she is.
Hopefully, we're going to be instituting some new stuff over the course of the next couple of months. We want to get back to having some call-in and hearing from you guys, our listeners. And there's a potential that we'll be looking at extending our live show to Clubhouse so we can get participation that way. So we haven't worked the details out, but the move to Monday is definitely so that those of us who work and have other commitments can make it a little bit easier on ourselves by doing it on Mondays instead of Thursdays, bringing you all the same action-packed commentary and suppositions and, rewriting storylines to fit our own personal wants and needs, all the fun stuff you've come to become used to with Take2 Radio, and some fun surprises along the way as the year progresses. So,
and
for sticking with us.
With that said, Anthony's leaving in an hour, so that works out.
Okay. Oh yeah, I love that. And whoever
we didn't decide
moving it to Mondays, I definitely commend you, because I noticed that with the new year, a lot of podcasts are starting to change different days of being on as well, which I think is really cool because it shakes things up for all the podcasters. So I love this because it's like a new year. Everybody's doing things different, taking things up. It's going to be an exciting year. I already feel it.
Hello, Candace.
And we didn't decide on Monday until late in the game, and unfortunately I already had a commitment scheduled. But
I was just
second and fourth Mondays are clear from now on.
Yeah, it works good. I love it. Hi, Candace.
Hi.
Hi.
Happy New
Hi,
Year.
Candy Po.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, well, today you're Cleopatra because I called him Anthony. I asked, "Where's Cleopatra?" So I'm going to call you Cleo today.
Okay. Well, she is forever and a day juggling between all of the crazy things that she does on a weekly basis. So if it takes her forever and a day to get onto the show, we have to understand that forever and a day is the theme of Candace's life. Did I
put
that enough, girlfriend?
You did, and you know what? You don't have to wait too long for Forever and a Day because seriously, it happens in February 6th. It's the premiere of season 4, which we're still writing, so I didn't forget anybody. But yeah, so that's happening real soon. So yeah.
Okay,
and
girl. I'm gonna call you on the carpet now.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna call you on the carpet now because Anthony did not make it into season 3, and Anthony is very upset. So upset that Anthony
I don't know why
in the third
season
person.
4. I would say this: season 4 might be the season that is going to leave everybody's jaw on the floor.
Oh,
and I mean the first.
I love it.
And I will say this: there's a lot of high risk drama. There is some shocking casting news, and I'm not even joking when I say that because okay, I can drop this. I talked to one of the co-executive producers. I'm really close with that person, and they gave me the authorization to kind of tease about it, so I can tease this. We have somebody that has not been in daytime in a very long time, but has been sorely missed and will debut later on in the season. That's all I got.
I had to throw that Jeff Weber joke at you.
I wanted to add that if you all missed it, our beloved One Life to Live, Vicky Buchanan.
Erica Slazak, yes.
Erica Slazak
was recently on Blue Blood. Blue Blood, go on your on-demand on CBS or Paramount Plus.
Yep, Paramount.
Check her out. She's a returning character. She's been on there now twice as of last Friday, so you've got to watch it. It's very good. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's a wonderful actress, but her storyline this time around, it's really good. It's very ripped from the headlines sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are still crying over the death of, for some, what may be the beloved Brit, and for some, the Britch, her first air date is the week of February 6th on
Station 19. Station 19.
Station 19. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not going to see her. We're not going to see her in the next 2 episodes, and then the week of February 6th she premieres for a recurring role. So
wait a minute. Hold up. Hey, ABC, did you clear that with us at Forever Today? Because I feel as though there's a lot going on that day. I just saying.
Right.
I feel like we had that date first.
Yeah.
I hear you. That's exciting. I love that.
So where should we start?
Carolyn's not here, but our podcast that we do for Arizona Heat returns next week, and you all know that our wonderful Anthony was on there last season, so get ready for more surprises. It's going to be fun this season.
I'm the mayor.
Yes, and Candace, you missed out off the line, but I'm really excited because in a few days, coming close to the 26th, I'll be turning 49. Almost 50. I know, right? Oh, my God. It's there. I'm getting there. So, yeah.
You're old.
Well, as much as I love all this talk,
I should be old, right? I've got a son in college. Then there's Jenna. She's in high school.
I have to say that because I think I'm not the youngest, though. I don't think I'm the youngest on here.
Yeah.
I think you are, Carol.
Yeah, you are.
I was trying. Oh, I thought Pam was only 35.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all just clearly must have. Anyway, hi, guys. We're here to talk about the soaps. Cheese.
Well, I can put to rest one rumor. GH's drama over the character of Nicholas. We will be seeing, I think his name is Adam, the guy House, the guy who stepped into the role. He'll be coming in to fulfill those scenes, but the character is not going to be off canvas for long. And the teaser out there is that we're going to see a Nicholas that we saw before, So I guess they're trying to make us think Tyler Christopher, but there have been two other Nicholases.
Yeah.
So
it
it
might be exciting. I can't wait.
I'm going to be quiet on that.
I have a feeling that the guy who played Nicholas for that short stint when he was on the plane, he met Ava.
Nick Sable? I have a feeling. Right, yeah.
I have a feeling he's the one that's coming back. I don't think it's going to be Tyler Christopher, but if it is, I will be very happy, and hopefully that means that he's gotten, to a point where he can handle, working and the responsibilities of his life. But I like Nick Sable. So if he comes back as the full...
Yeah.
Yes, I can go with either one. They're really good. They're both, all of them are talented, but I'll agree. If he was there to become the new Nicholas or just to fill in, either way, I don't care. He definitely gets my vote. He's really good. I like him. He does a lot of movies.
I will say this, is that I like Nick. I liked him ever since Sunset Beach. By the way, happy anniversary, because that was last week as well. Fan-wise, I would love for Tyler, especially because it's the 60th season of General Hospital, 60th anniversary. I would love Tyler to come back. However, I'm going to say something that may be controversial a little bit. Start the new year off, right? As fans, we want, but for some of us fans, we also want Tyler to be okay and not overwhelmed.
That's first.
And
that's
I
first
think,
and foremost.
and I will say this, is that, and I love Tyler Christopher. Like I said, I just want everybody to understand that if he does come back, God bless. That's how I would say it. But if not, please do not attack him on social media, because I did see a little bit of that. And if you don't understand why I'm kind of because I know Pam is like, Candace, I'm paraphrasing certain things. All I can say is go on YouTube to State of Mind with Maurice and Tyler Christopher's interview to understand why I'm saying certain things the way I'm saying it.
Yes.
Because I personally would love to see him back, but I personally want him to be okay. And I know he is okay, but I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want anything to trigger.
The frame of mind. Yeah, the frame of mind.
Yeah, frame of mind.
Yeah.
And like I said, I liked it Nick Sable. I liked it Nick. But I'm also going to say this, too. If they do recast the role of Nicholas, the writing better get better.
Please, child, please, yes.
Just because you cast somebody doesn't mean the writing is good.
Yes, exactly. We've learned that from mistakes, so that's a good one.
Well,
also,
no, because the current Nicholas storyline.
Allison Sweeney was on Live, was it Hallmark? For the Wedding Expectations. He did really good on that.
Well, I mean, because of what's going on with General Hospital right now with Nicholas. I mean, my God. Whew.
Yeah.
So which soap do you want to jump into first, Pam?
Let me see if I can get her back.
Oh, all right. Well, then, you know what?
Hold on.
She fell off just like Esme did on the and Ava off of Castellan State.
Yeah, let's not forget Catherine Bell. She was the original go off the parapet girl.
She really was. Shout out to Catherine Bell. Yup.
Okay, I just have to say this while we're waiting to see if we're going to get Pam back. Lord have mercy, GH. I love you. You know I love you. I have put my papers in multiple times and pulled them back. But I have to say, what kind of torture are you trying to give poor Christina Wagner? Why do you keep putting her in these scenes? Her child just passed.
passed.
You couldn't give Mac a break from the PCPD to send him over to the barn? Come on, you keep putting her in these scenes. The emotional pain is so raw. You know she was crying for her own child. And that's, I mean, the scene was absolutely beautiful. Can I give you a hug? And you could see the anguish on her face was real. She was, method acting right about that.
I mean, I agree.
Yes.
I think I definitely agree, and I did see somebody tag her. And this, okay, real quick, this is my New Year's resolution. Well, this is my New Year's wish for everybody. If you got issues with the show, or the actors or characters and whatnot, you can tweet your opinion. That's fine, but please do not tag the actors or the writers, or you know what I'm saying? Because I saw people saying, tag
or the show,
like the show run, like you can hashtag, but the thing is that what? Oh, it's a warning. Oh, I got a warning from ABC. Hold on. Will, is that you?
Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
What is that?
You can? That's the fire alarm.
You might have to mute just. Okay. But the thing is, see, they're burning up because we're talking about this. The thing is that, we all know what Christina Wagner went through, and I agree. I was thinking the same thing, Anthony. I was like, woo, like, whoo, okay, professional, like, got it. I was like, oh my gosh, like, no, like, yeah, I agree. Scenes were done beautifully, but I was just thinking about her. And I was just thinking, like, did somebody after the show give her a hug? Because, I was thinking about that.
Me too. And speaking of social media, because this really stuck in my craw, a couple of days ago, I saw a blast on Christina Wagner. She sounds like a 12-year-old. She's a Cupid doll, this and that. How long have you been watching? How long have you been watching General Hospital? This is who she is. This is the character. Y'all need to stop.
Yes,
y'all need to stop. You don't have to. You don't have to like her voice. You don't have to like the emoticon, the way she emotes her facial expressions. Y'all don't have to like it, but don't attack personally. It's just so wrong. These
childish
actors.
It's childish.
Have feelings. Yeah.
Mm.
And this
I didn't know the one about with Wagner. I didn't know that she had gotten attacked on the Twitter, but I do know that the actress that plays Bobby was also under attack on Twitter because, again, body shaming. First of all, fans, we watch Daytime, yes, we love it, but that does not give nobody the right to go on someone's Twitter, especially an actress, and tell her they look awful because of some bad facelift or whatever. That's none of y'all's business. Just stick to watching Daytime and stay in your lane.
All right. Well, you know what?
We have to
got
start on topic.
Since we've been talking about General Hospital, I guess we might as well just dive right in.
Let's just jump in. Dive.
Yeah, let's go.
Dive.
Okay. I'm going to be the one to say it. General Hospital, we have given you so many directions to go with this storyline. We all kind of thought that it was going to be Heather, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
And I'm still not convinced.
I don't think it was Heather for all of the murders. I think Heather thinks that it was Esme. And General Hospital, if you play this out to where Heather gets blamed, Esme gets off scot-free, and then we get that one conversation with Mommy, Daddy, baby Psycho and grandbaby Psycho, where she finally turns around and says, "Thanks, Mom, you got me off the hook for the first 4. I will throw a party to end all parties."
Yes.
But yes, General Hospital, I love you, but you have not been that clever in quite a few years. And we gave you D.A. Arden. We gave you Rory. We gave you so many incredible ways that this storyline could have played out.
Yep.
Now that it's so predictable, I'm so done with it. Done with it. Candace, go ahead, honey.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys all know, especially last night and also last week, how I was just really disappointed with the storyline. And I know some people say, but the storyline isn't over with. It doesn't matter. The point is that, GH, you did it again. This is a problem, and I hope you rectify it this year. you build certain things up, and it's a letdown. Because the thing is that, okay, when it was revealed about who the killer was, I think I said it. I said either Olivia Jerome or Heather Weber. I called those two out because I was like, knowing GH, they're going to pull a fast one on, like, ha-ha, we fooled ya, ha-ha. You're going to tell me. Now, yeah, the red herring was the fact that Esme, or Esmeralda, as I'm calling her, was locked up in the Castellan place and some killings. Okay, I'm still going to say she was the first one. She was the first one. Heather took over. By the way, GH, you owe me money, too, because I clearly figured that you were going to connect Esme with Heather as being mother and child. So thank you for that. I want my Venmo. Okay. We knew that Johnny Wagner was leaving the show.
We did.
We knew that Michael was leaving the show.
We did.
We knew that Kelly was leaving. I'm not even going to say it. We didn't know how. We knew how. Here's the thing. We knew how because I said they're going to kill her off. They're going to kill Britt off because they're going to do the whole.
Candace and I both said it.
Yeah,
yep.
It was going to be sort of like the Dominique Scotty thing where somebody's holding her and she's like, oh, and whatnot. But the thing is that with each of those killings, okay, with Ava Jerome, you got us shook because it was like, oh, my God. Who hooked Ava? Why hook Ava? Okay. Then you had 2 times. Let me say that again for those in the back. 2 times try to come after Joss. Then you had Diane. Then you had the gossip guy, him, Fez, whatever his name was. Then you had jury member number 5. Thank you. Then you had jury member number 5 that was in the same room as Rory. Yeah, y'all was trying to figure out that was jury number 5. Yup, day player. And then you go ahead, and then the serial killer literally took 3 weeks off because they had to have a vacation.
3 weeks.
And then you go ahead and you try to come after Joss again, but instead you got Britt. Somebody asked me, was this the worst serial killer storyline of GH history? And at first I was going to say no. But then I had to think back
they were
to
going
another.
Clean house.
No, okay. Here's the thing. You needed to address something because all the victims have 3 people in common. Sonny, Trina, and Spencer. You eliminate Sonny because of the fact of the Rory situation, right? So whoever it is Spencer and Trina. That's why I said Esme. But at the same time, I'm going to say this, GH, just say it was Ryan too. Because Ryan got clearance and everything, and he hooked Ava because of everything that Ava did to Ryan. Just make it a family affair. Because, and see, the sad thing is that I should be pumped, right? I should be like, oh, it was Heather, y'all, oh. But you're not making any kind of sense. You're not even giving us any kind of clues as to certain things. You're not giving us a POV of certain characters that's involved in the circle here. You're acting like the serial killer literally is the ice cream truck. People should be on alert. Like, there's a serial killer in Port Charles. Be on the lookout. This might be the worst storyline since the general homicide. And see, I compare it to general homicide because nobody could remember anybody who was killed except for Sabrina, right? Yeah. And that's what they did with Britt. No offense to Rory. No offense to, what's the other guy's name? The one that...
Brando.
Oz Haggerty.
Not Brando. Before Rory. What's his name?
Oz Haggerty.
Oz Haggerty.
Thank you for proving my point, by the way. Thank you, because I couldn't remember, right? You only had the shocker, which was Ava. You had the, oh, my God, Brando. And then it was like, oh, my God, they're trying to get Josh again. What the mess? And then it's like Britt, like, oh, no. Like, girl, no.
Mm-hmm.
But, GH, you do this because here's the thing. A year ago, Franco was dying of a tumor. Check this out. You had him killed by Peter. You did sort of the same thing, GH. You had a character who had a disease, and before the disease could get them, you had to be a fatal victim to whatever killer storyline you had.
Okay, but wait. And now here's where I'm going to jump in, and here's because I had this argument online over the weekend. Britt killed herself. She was privy. She knew the information. She knew that there was poison on the hook, or at least most likely there was poison on the hook, because there has been, since victim number 2, there's been poison on the hook, and she went back home to die with Muta. Now, having said that, I absolutely loved the scenes with Britta and Muta.
Oh, yeah.
I did too. Emmy worthy. But the problem is that, again, it's because of the serial killer. Like, regardless of how Britt interfered when the serial killer tried to get Jocelyn. So really, we can say the serial killer claimed the victim, and that was Britt.
Yes, I will give you that. But ultimately, though, we can't. I don't want fans to lose sight of the fact that Britt made a choice. Britt did not want to live. She made a choice.
Yeah, she made a choice, just like Rachel had made a choice. She didn't want to suffer, but at the same time, me as a fan, I'm pissed because again, you made this this serial killer storyline. In my opinion only, it sucked because there's something missing from this storyline, and the fact is that again, you went through the whole emotional shock value. The fact that Britt, she got the poison hook and everything, and she was leaving. And again, great scenes with Kelly and Kathleen. I'm not taking that away from them, but hindsight, this storyline really just was like, it reminded me seriously of what they did with Sabrina. Like, Britt was happy in a sense. She was now, did she get I mean, look, we saw her with the relationships that made her who she is. I was so glad. And, GH, I got to give you props. I was so glad you gave me a Britt and Spencer scene. Because if there's one woman who was really in Spencer's life, not saying grandmama, not saying auntie, was Britt. And I love the fact that she even, saw a little bit of the little flirtation with Spencer and Trina a little bit. I'm going to miss the hell out of Brad and Britt's friendship. If anything, and it's been a very long time for soaps to have like a real bona fide friendship where you just like, I want to hang out with them. But Brad and Britt, that was that friendship. Yeah. And then you showed me what could have been with GH, with Austin and Britt.
That's a tease.
Yeah.
That's why I said that this was like, oh.
I keep thinking back to, Carly Bobbins for apples and finding Mary Pat's head. They gave us two, and you're saying it quite right, Candace. They gave us two really emotion-filled, impactful pieces, of this storyline. And the rest of it has been crap. I love Diane. I love Diane, but it was like a blip on the radar. It's almost like it never even happened. So here's the thing, and this goes to all four of the remaining soaps. There is one soap who has done a serial killing storyline and did it so well that I don't think it can ever be done as well. And that's Loving. And so, listen, Bold, Young and the Restless, Days, and General Hospital. The next time you plan a serial killer storyline, please
make it a serial killer storyline.
Make it a serial killer story, absolutely. And please make it have emotional impact. Don't do it to tie up loose ends of other storylines that you can't figure out what to do with. And on the occasional, okay, we got to trim the fat a little bit and get rid of some of the extra day players. Nah, baby. You're going to do it? Okay. Well, Young and the Restless, if you're going to do it, you better kill off a Newman or an Abbott, okay? And the next murder better be...
Anthony, not to cut you off. I'm gonna do this because loving is my jam, and that nothing could top that. But I'm gonna look within General Hospital's history. Do you guys remember the text message killer and the black and white ball?
Yep.
GH. Do you remember
Diego.
that, GH? When it was Diego, first and foremost, you killed off Georgie. That stung, and it still stings to this day that Georgie was taken out. You had Emily Quartermain, Smith Cassadine. I'll allow it. She was gone. You had some others in between, but that was a serial killer, because we didn't know who the heck this was. We didn't know who was the strangler. We didn't know until they were about to get Sam, and then we found out it was Diego, and it was like, okay, start connecting the dots. Like, you made sense of it. And I get that Jonathan Russell. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to take you back even further. You remember Nurse Terry? Not Dr. Terry. Nurse Terry. She lived in the brownstone with Bobby and Jake, and she had that gorgeous husband, Kevin.
Vaguely.
And then Lucy and Kevin was having the affair, and it turns out it was Dr. Kevin who was the serial killer. There was a big fight on a cliff. There was a rock. Poor Terry had to kill her own husband. That's a serial killer storyline where you don't know, and then when it finally is revealed, you're like, oh my God, it's Dr. Kevin, and now he's trying to kill Terry, and she get him with a rock on the cliff. Yeah, that's a serial killer storyline.
I want to say that GH did miss a lot on this beat for the storyline. I agree with you, Candace, and the rest of you. The story could have been a lot better than what we've been getting as far as the serial killer storyline. Kind of over it. I will give a little credit. I enjoyed Britt's birthday party because, to me, Candace, this might reflect you as well. Do you remember when Reva Shane had cancer and she was getting ready to leave town and throw one last party before she left, and Jonathan stopped her? Before she left, remember? This is what I felt from Britt's birthday party. Did you get that vibe? I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, let me tell you what I got.
Yeah, this is a little reflection from Guiding Light that I felt from
but this
Britt's
was, to me,
birthday party.
I mean, here's the thing. This is what I took away from Britt's party, that I wanted to be there. Hello. I'm like, oh, so this is where the budget went at. Like, got it. Okay. I'm like, the fabulous clothes, the drag queen. I was like, but I'm going to tell you something. I don't think we've been on since this person's untimely passing. But when they was doing the montage of Britt and everything, there's one picture that stood out to me the most. That was her, an Epiphany. And we wanted to take, I don't know if we was on or whatnot, but if we weren't, we do want to send our condolences to the family and friends of Sonia Eddy. Her persona was larger than life. She brought joy to everybody. If you've heard like from Steve Burton to Kimberly McCullough to pretty much everybody, there's not one bad thing to be said about her. But the one thing everybody said is she brought joy and happiness to whatever room she was in. And if you had the honor and the privilege to talk to her or met her or just get a tweet from her, it just brought joy to your life. So we just wanted to take this moment and say, again, our condolences to the family and friends and colleagues of Sonia Eddy. But when I saw that, I just literally had to pause for a minute when I saw that, because I was like, yeah. I was just like, wow. I was like, okay, And then I saw it, but yeah, I got that vibe. But all characters kind of doing that, but I just thought it was fabulous. I was like, her and Brad singing. I was like, can we get the soundtrack? GH soundtrack, come on, let's go. And then I was thinking about the nurses' ball. Like, they could have been singing that at the nurses' ball. And I was like, damn, that's right, they're going to kill off Brett. And then her Austin, and then, everybody dancing. I was like, this is what I like about GH, is that I miss those parties. You know what I'm saying? Like, I needed.
Yes.
It felt like really good to just be like, oh my God, there's people interacting with people that I never thought I would see again. I'm like,
and
okay,
unwinding. They were unwinding, and it wasn't so much a major heavy drama, which was good, which I like.
Right.
The focus with Brad and Maggie, and of course the mom. Oh my God, all of that. Congratulations, Jake. You did good on that. I will give you credit for that. That is amazing. I just wanted to add real quick, in case you all didn't know, as far as casting, there is going to be another cop coming on the force, so get ready for that.
There is already.
Oh, did he show up already? Okay. I'm maybe behind on that. Okay, that's good.
The only cop they should get is Lucky Spencer, but I ain't saying nothing else.
Yeah. All right. I think we should head on over to Salem.
Wait. Before we do, I need to know something real quick. Everybody's reaction to when Ava slapped the mess out of Nicholas when she found out that baby was his.
Oh,
yes.
that was
Ava
epic.
to Nicholas, answer your mother.
But you know what? Though, wait. Though, I have to give kudos to both Maura and Rebecca / Becky, because those scenes when she came up on Elizabeth in the chapel, those were phenomenal scenes.
Yes.
Yes.
I hope they submit that for Emmy nominations, because I would love that. That is an Emmy
like
reel.
that week particularly. See, GH, you have the ingredients to make a good show. But here's the thing. I'm gonna tell you something. I asked so many people for memes because I needed memes. I really did. Between Trina in the background, giving that look when Nicholas came and she was like, "Oh, you about that?" It was that look of, "Ooh, you're about to get it." To Spencer,
get it. Yes, that was cool. I love that.
When Spencer told Trina, "That baby is not mine," like straight up. But the best person who had the best reaction, and I wish that there was an award show to do it, was Jeannie Francis. When Ava said that baby is isn't it? And Laura is in the background, her mouth dropped like, what?
Like he did what? Yeah. Oh my God, that was funny. I love that.
Who is who? And I'm like, then the slap heard around the world. See, this is why, Mara, honey, I know you heard me from day one saying this. That better be on your reel for next year's Emmys, because baby, you're back. I feel it now.
Yes, baby. Yes.
And Nicholas Alexander did really good with his reaction over using grit.
No, even
that
Rebecca
right there
hurt.
is an Emmy nomination right there.
No, even Rebecca hurt facial. See, Rebecca knows how to do the side eye by being cute.
Yes, she does. She does.
Oh, yes. Like looking, I'm like I felt like I was in the scene. I was like,
Oh my God, I felt that Mean Girl vibe. You know the Mean Girls? You remember that movie, The Mean Girl? Oh my God, I felt that Mean Girl vibe when she gave that eye.
Nope, I'm going to take it even farther. Nope, I'm going to take it even farther. For those who are old enough to remember this movie, I felt Heathers.
Yes,
girl, yes.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm going to say this too. For special guests, I don't know if we're going to have it or not have it this year, but I hope we have it. For special guest performer, oh girl, Allie.
Oh yeah,
Allie Mills.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
oh girl, Allie.
You are killing it. You're killing it as Heather.
I may not like the writing.
I love it.
Yeah, I may not like the writing, although I am loving the interaction between her and John Lynch. Oh my girl, Allie. Oh my girl, Allie. You need some kind of recognition.
Is so pure and gold.
The comedy, the intense of Heather. Heather Weber is probably, Janet from Another Planet. Annie, Nina, Annie from Guiding Light. There are some characters that really, there's only one actress that can play it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are.
They tried with that other Dorian on One Night to Live. It didn't work. There are some characters that only one actress can really play. Oh, Allie, you're not Robin Mattson, but girl, you just as good. If not on the crazy bend, a tiny bit better.
Oh my
on
God!
The crazy part.
She is doing great. I'm throwing out roses to her. That's how great she's doing. I love that, and I love when she first started off the scene. And remember, she started flirting with Finn. I thought that was kind of funny. Like, you know, that was cool. I love the very first thing she did, where she's flirting with Finn and getting him all upset about Liz. That right there, I knew she was going to take the role, because that right there, she was already setting it on fire. I love that. Thank you, Allie Mills.
Yeah. And one more before we go to Salem. Oh, William Lipton, you gave it to us.
Oh, no, we didn't even talk about that.
He was wonderful.
Oh, go ahead, Candace.
Okay. The following comment is nothing against the actress, but the character of Jocelyn Jacks. That heifer. Okay?
Right?
Let me tell you something.
Oh, she's off.
Right? Girl, the panties weren't even dry yet that you know she washed in the bathroom.
My whole
sink.
thing is
the panties weren't even dry yet.
No, let me tell you how I'm feeling about this.
The guy that's supposed to be guarding you.
No, it's not even that. Here's my thing. Okay, if you're a new GH viewer who just joined us, hi, how you doing? You would not believe that Jocelyn was actually in a relationship with somebody. Okay. Nor do you know that she was involved in a sex scandal because somebody released her first time with Cameron out to the public. Okay.
Right.
So you got Dax, right? He's cute and everything. Don't get it twisted. But you're lusting after him while you have a boyfriend, sort of like her mama. I said what I said, and I ain't taking it back. Okay, then he saves you, and there's passion. Now, y'all kissed a few times. Yeah, that's true. But you've been hiding this from Cameron. Okay, so you had the audacity to, I need to talk to Cameron right during his work schedule. And then you go, and then you're like, clothes was off so fast, I was like, damn, really? Okay, then afterwards,
wait, hold on, I just have to say this. When she said, but I really want to be friends, I was like, girlfriend, when she broke up with him, wait a minute. First and foremost, my thing is that you literally came out of left field for Cam, because Cam does not even know. He doesn't know you slept with somebody. All he knows is you two want to break up and you don't want to be friends and everything like that. Let me tell you something. Eden McCoy, William Lipton, see, GH, again, this is why I'm constantly going to harp on you this year. This is your 60th year. Go big or go home. But to me, William Lipton and Eden McCoy came through and gave me old school 2000s. Coupling, break up, and everything. But when he finds out, I said this from jump, I'll say it again. Cameron,
I think
be like your daddy when he found out about Emily and Nicholas. Take off, and you can't say he hasn't done it before, because he has the angst. And I know people want, him and Esme together and all that stuff. Nope, I want Cameron to go balls to the wall.
I do, unless they can bring Emma back. I vote for Cameron.
No, because this is the reason I'm saying this right now is because, first and foremost, okay, if you put Cameron with Esme, it's going to be just like Heather and Scotty, in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I want Cameron to really, because GH, you've done a really good job. Let me just applaud you for a minute. You've done a really good job of showing the Elizabeth side of Cameron. Like, you showed a little bit of Xander, but I need for you to really show the Xander part of him, because he's been betrayed. Do it, GH. I dare you. I don't know where that word came from, but okay.
I've got a quick question. What do y'all think about Esme? Do you think she's really got amnesia, or do you think she's faking it?
I don't know. I can't make up my mind right now.
I think she's faking it.
I think she's faking it.
I thought so too.
Yeah, I thought so too, but then I heard the rumblings that if she is really has amnesia, this could be the plot for her redemption storyline if they decide to go that route.
Of course they're going to do a redemption. Of course she's going to pretend, I don't know anything. And then when she holds the baby, my plan worked.
Hey,
I can see that.
She gonna talk to herself, or she gonna do something?
My
or get with Heather.
My ultimate will be that she brings the baby to Spring Ridge. Heather is convicted, blah, 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 blah. She's being sent back to dog camp. It's the last visit. She brings the baby, and she says, "Thank you, Mommy. I couldn't have gotten away without you."
Or flip it, Anthony. No, Anthony, flip it. Flip the story. Okay, you know what I'm about to say, okay? Let's just say somehow, some way, Esme doesn't have full custody of the baby, but she can see the baby or something like that, right? And we also find out in the same episode that Heather is going to be taken into custody for the killings and stuff like that. Okay, can you imagine, like, Heather's like, oh, let me see the baby and everything like that, and Esme is like, I don't, you know, she's still playing the whole amnesia thing, right? Because there's other people around, right? And then Heather's like, well, just to know, let you know that, you know, I've been a really good mother and stuff like that. And Esme smiles and says, yes, and that's why you're going to take the fall from me. Heather is the only one that knows that she's faking the amnesia.
Yeah.
And Heather's going to jail for her. See, this,
yeah.
Yep. G.H. hire me.
Yeah. Okay, that's what you see coming? Because we haven't seen that part yet. So.
No, that's what I want coming.
Yeah,
that's what you
want. I want it to be played.
I want that too.
I want Esme to play not only everybody else, but to have her mother. Because remember, because again, Esme doesn't know this woman and everything, but she's going to be like, well, you know what? You did this to me. I've never been a part of your life. Da 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 da. Guess what? I'm going to fake this. She's going to take a. Yes. That's what I want.
Would love that.
Again,
I would love that.
Because,
I would love that.
Because nobody's going to believe. Because nobody's going to believe Heather saying, "Oh, Esme has amnesia." They're not going to believe Heather. Come on now.
Yeah.
You saw the reaction Esme had when she saw Kevin.
Mhm. Yeah, she sort of recognized him.
Well, the only reason, but again, fake it till you make it.
Yeah, that's why I can't make up my mind yet. I need more.
Well, that's what GH needs to do. Give us more.
You're right.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay, now we can go to Salem.
All right. Okay.
Let's see.
What, Anthony?
Did Anthony drop?
Hold on.
I'm here. Sorry about that.
Oh, there.
I got muted somehow.
What did y'all think about the reaction of what happened at the wedding? Do you feel you got your payout?
No. Candace, what about you?
No.
What is missing from that? Because I felt the same way. What do you think is missing from this element?
Anthony?
You know, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit and say, you know, Days is another one of these scenarios where they get the story so good, they get you so invested, and then they flatline, and then they drag it, and they drag it, and it's almost like they don't know what to do with it, and then they give this big, or what's supposed to be. See, if they dealt with whoever was writing the Beyond Salem stuff, if they were collaborating with the mothership, we'd have an amazing show, because you know both the Beyond Salems and the Salem Christmas gave us point for point for point. It really didn't disappoint. It surprised in a couple of ways, and there was no flatline moments. You know, there's something to be said for having to produce a show 5 days a week. Where they get themselves into these corners where they can't get out of it. What was missing from the wedding, I'm not even sure at this point, because there should have been a wedding in the first place. So at this point, you know, it was a ridiculous it was ridiculous that we were there in the first place. So what was missing? It really doesn't matter because it wasn't the emotional payoff that they're trying to make us have.
Oh yeah, I
and that's,
no, it lacked a little something.
I'm not looking forward to Gabby being so clingy with Stefan because I got to give the actor plays Stefan. I give him credit because I love the chemistry of him and Gabby when they're bantering and he's all getting into it with Gabby. Like, I don't care what you got to say, Gabby, because I don't want my memory back. I'm good. I don't love you, and he's being like adamant. I love that. But I get that Gabby wants her husband back, but I just don't really like the clingy Gabby. The clingy Gabby. I just don't like.
Yes, I don't like it.
I don't like.
I'm just gonna.
I don't like to see the clingy Gabby because I think she's come so far since Tyler Christopher's version of Stefan. Okay,
yeah,
so I definitely agree with you there.
Again. I just didn't
but
like
also,
that, no.
There was a point to bring him on as Stefano, or as Stefan, I should say, to bringing him back.
Right.
There was a point in that, and that was the whole Chloe Brady. They tried to wrap up too many storylines and reopen a whole bunch more. Because I don't know if it was the Peacock thing but you lost the initial target of why this was happening in the first place. So now at this point, it's just ridiculous. It doesn't make sense anymore.
It's too many stories overlapping, and it's like a little confusing for the audience.
It's very confusing for the audience. And Dave, I'm sorry, if she comes back on General Hospital as Kim, great. I never really warmed up to the Kim character, but maybe she can come back and do something wholly different with it. But I think you went in the wrong direction with Ava Vitale as well. You used that as a scapegoat. I do, yeah, I do. They had her redeemed. They had her in that
I get you. Yeah, that whole revenge situation with Ava, to me, and you may agree, Candace, I thought it was like watering down a villain again because is that all she's going to do is go after BJ for going after her son when she started by taking
I have nothing to say except
it was just
there was
gave me a headache. I needed
missed opportunities. It was missed opportunities because I still will say this. You had okay. Let me go back to this wedding thing because this has been irking me. Days, how Days did you ruin the return of Stefan, whatever his name is, and Gabby?
Yeah.
To me, this is a problem of I get that I literally just had this conversation like an hour prior. I understand you want to do end games. I get it.
Yeah.
But Days, stop it. Because you ruined I can't even root for this couple. And I'm going to tell you why.
I'm right there with you, Candace. Yep.
It's the whole thing, like you said, about Gabby. Like, she is so hung up, and I get it. Stefan was the first guy that truly, really loved her, and vice versa, right? However, I liked it, her and Shin. I did. I actually thought that was a good dynamic a little bit.
I liked her and Lee.
Then again, you kind of surprised me with something, too. The same thing with Ava is the EJ factor. I wouldn't have mind if they would have did a Gabby EJ storyline. I wouldn't have mind if they had an Ava. And because let me tell you something. Dan, baby, you have chemistry with everybody.
Everybody.
And that's really hard to do. That's really hard to do. When you have chemistry to make me start to question certain things. Because I'm like, dang, if we didn't know Tams was leaving, I wouldn't have minded EJ and Ava. I wouldn't have minded. Then again, I didn't see that EJ and Gabby scene, and then when I did, I was like, this would be interesting.
Anthony dropped.
There was so many missed opportunities. With this wedding, though, okay, so Stefan is so hung up on Chloe. Chloe girl.
Yeah.
Chloe. Chloe. We've had conversations in my head.
Oh yeah.
You can't be this dumb. I get the Brady Kristen stuff, but you should have saw right through. If you truly love Brady, you would have known, and you should have known something was up. But you're whining and dining. Okay, people forgot your birthday. Really, Days? You're gonna let people forget her birthday? Okay. So you got that, and then the biggest plot point twist that I was like, what the, like Fozzie the Bear, is you're going to now tell me that the mind loss serum wears off now. Give me a break, as Nell Carter would say. Give me a break.
Oh my God, no! You know what? I've got a bone to pick with Chloe. This is the only problem. Chloe, you made love to Stefan. Supposedly, like Stefan says, you made love for the first time. Okay, I get it. But you're gonna tell me that you're just gonna give up on the guy that you literally just slept with and kick him out of the hotel room and not even fight for the guy? Oh no, I'm not buying that.
I'm not even buying. But see, here's the thing. I'm not
gonna act. Then let Gabby go ahead and take her husband back, because I start going.
But see, here's my problem though. Yeah. There's no fight. There's no, like, in all honesty, there's no drama in this at all, and that's the
I get that.
That's the sad part of it, is that you when you threw that wrench in, that I was gonna say mind mapping, Lord.
I was laughing your butt off. I was like, what is going on here?
I'm like, General Hospital just popped in my head with the mind mapping thing. But the memory loss serum wears off. And I'm like, so how come it didn't wear off on stuff? Like, you was thinking it would wear off on him. And I just see, okay, Dave, I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out with the storyline. Here's how it should have went down. Okay, everybody pretend you didn't see what you saw, okay? All right, the wedding of the year. Gabriela Hernandez de Mera. Do you take Shin? What's his middle name? All right, I don't got a middle name for him. Gregory. Yeah, Gregory, right? Shin Gregory Lee. Okay, there you go. And and everything and stuff on, like, throughout the week, he been getting like headaches, right? And every headache he has is like is a blurred memory. He's not too sure what it is, but he feels as though it's Chloe, but it's really not Chloe because it doesn't, like, the voice isn't and everything. And right before the wedding, the episode before, right, he, like, really gets a headache and everything like that. And then all of a sudden he's like, Gabby. And then it freeze frame. And then the next episode, Gabriella, stop, wait, like something like that. Have it be that he remembers everything, and that she's like, look, it's Days of Our Lives. We've seen it done many a times, but this would have actually made more sense. Because to me, you made Chloe look a certain type of way. You're making Gabby look a certain type of way. Shin is a certain type of way, and I wish y'all wouldn't have ruined Shin, because Shin had possibilities too. And then you got stuff like there was like I can't, like, I hope all forsake they get together, kumbaya and all that stuff, but I'm just like, where was the build up?
I was worried too,
Same
because
thing with Sarah and Xander.
I'm worried too with Tim, because now that he lost Gabby, again, that's what my fear is. Like, oh, here we go. They're gonna water him down. He's not going to be a villain. He's going to be
I hope not, because I feel as though with Wendy, because I'm going to be honest, I think they kind of did it with Wendy a little bit. Yeah. Just saying. And I like Wendy. That was one of my favorite characters last year. But I feel as though, like, Days, I know that you have one of my kumbayas over there, Darrell Anthony. By the way, his episode was today. Second episode, baby. Woo! But I just feel as though something needs to take shape, because Days, between that and the Sarah and Xander stuff.
Oh my God, girl! I cannot wait. I am praying. I cannot wait for Xander and Sarah to finally be over, for good.
Well, here's the thing. They were over. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I wanted to add a shout out to Zach Tinker. Thank you so much for portraying Sonny, and I love Will and Sonny, but thank you so much for letting Sonny finally put Will in his place for all the cheating that he did in the past.
That he did. Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. Because,
That is
all right, I agree.
That's a Sammy Brady moment that I totally love.
I agree with that. I agree with Will and Sonny, but let me tell you something. I have a huge issue, and Anthony knows what my issue is. My huge issue is Dave. I love Greg Rickhart. I really do. I love him. But for you to have, for Sonny and Leo to be kumbaya after all the stuff that Leo has done to him, hell to the no.
I don't see it. That a lot needs to happen.
I wouldn't.
No. What you need to do.
To make it make sense.
What you need to do is give me Paul or somebody, because this doesn't make sense that Sonny because I saw the episode when they're reading the newspapers to look for Leo a new job, and they're eating chips and stuff, and then their hands are touching, and Leo's kind of pretending it didn't matter, but Sonny's kind of giving him ooh, that felt kind of good. Look, no. Leo's the guy that had you sexually harassed charges. Remember that, Sonny?
Mm-hmm.
How you doing? And everything like that. But also the character of Leo again. Leo in certain parts, and this is what I really did like, Dave, what y'all did. Leo was that character that would come in, mess up, leave out, da-da-da-da-da. I feel as though, you're really trying to make Leo sort of the quote-unquote vixen of Dave in a way, because he's ruined two, and I'm going to say he has ruined two relationships, Craig and Nancy's.
Yep.
And now you got Sonny and Will. Now, Sonny and Will need some angst. Yeah, get it all out the table. Yes, go for it. But, again, hindsight, this is because of Leo?
There could have been more behind it. I agree. But I'm loving that Sonny finally called Will out on his cheating, because if you really see it's kind of like pulling out a bingo card, and you're like, okay, how many times did Will cheat on Sonny? Well, we know that Will slept with Paul. We know Will slept out in Los Angeles with some mystery guy. But don't forget, Will also slept with the bellboy from the hotel.
And I'd like to point out something, too. Okay? So, even though I just now went off my rant about Leo, Sonny, I would have brought this up about Will and Ben's relationship. Because if Will is having an issue with you and Leo, and I totally get it. Sonny, you could have said something about Will and Ben's relationship. Because I'm still scratching my head. Just like I'm scratching my head about Sonny and Leo, I'm really scratching my head about Ben and Will.
Yeah, I was waiting for that, and I love that. And I'm loving Will. Chandler Macy, oh, my God, dude, you are rocking it. That was amazing how he and Sonny got into it, and it felt like Sammy Brady, but as Will, doing that moment, and I love that. That, to me, is an Emmy reel.
Which one? Give it again.
When they were against each other, when they're arguing, and Sonny and Will's like, thought we were over this, and Sonny's like, well, yeah, we are over it. He's like, well, then why are you bringing it up? I love that, because that's so much like a Sammy moment. Sammy would do that to people, like, why are you bringing this up again? I thought we were over it. It's a Sammy moment. So I love that. What did y'all think about this crazy kidnapping of Eric and Kristen's daughter? What do y'all feel about that?
I don't know, Candace. I thought it was a little range, but I think it was the only way probably that they could get through to Kristen.
It felt like a filler moment.
What do you think,
like
Candace?
A filler moment.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I feel this. Oh, there's so many things I could say. Well, at least I got some angst. Because I have a feeling I know what's about to go.
I'm surprised she didn't pick up that Eric. Are they still married? Is she still married to Eric?
You mean Brady?
Brady, yes, Brady. Is she still married to Brady? Because they act like a married couple.
Brady and Kristen? No, they're not married.
She's a demure.
No.
I would think she pick up a little bit that Brady or Eric, I get the brothers confused, but you would think that she would catch on to his mannerisms, like she was saying, like, you're not being serious about this. You're not being worried about our daughter. I would think she would have like done a little bit more of like what's going on here. Something just is off. But I think they missed that beat.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like for the mirror side situation, they kind of missed that little part. But overall, the storyline of the kidnapping, I think it was just one of those you just had to rush through it.
Just a plot point, probably.
Yeah, like a plot hole.
Nothing.
You know, that's basically how it felt. Yeah.
Nothing substantial, but I get Eric's. I understand Eric's reasoning. I don't think anything else would have gotten to Kristen.
But I do give credit. I love how Kristen got mad at the other brother. Like I said, I get the brothers confused. But the other brother, the one that used to be a priest, I love how she laid into him. You're supposed to be watching. You're supposed to be watching our daughter, my daughter, and he's like, well, what? I was in the back and I was eating ice cream or something like that. She's like, you're eating ice cream while my daughter's missing. I thought that was funny. That's pure Kristen, man. I love that. She don't miss a beat.
And I just like to point out. Wait, when did we have Greg Vaughn on our show? I'm just trying to size something up. November. Okay, so
November 10th.
Yeah, that was a couple weeks, I think, or a couple months back. Yeah, that was
our anniversary. That was the anniversary.
Yes,
the only reason I asked when they were talking about ice cream, I was like, I thought back to that interview. I thought, because remember I had ice cream and Greg was like, oh, I wish I could have some.
Yeah. You missed that, Will. Yeah, that was the time you.
I got to hear.
You
it.
had a storm that night.
I finally heard the interview. That was a really cool one. I liked what he said about the ice cream.
And I like to clarify one thing. We didn't get a yes and we didn't get a no to what I asked him. Just want to point that out.
He's still thinking about it.
Yeah, he's still thinking about it. Look, thanks. We'll follow up on that.
But I will add,
when
Ava went crazy and started going like what she was going after EJ's mom, and EJ kidnapped her son. As much as I love Tripp, I'm going to be honest, I didn't even care that he got kidnapped.
I like the kid.
Okay. I like, again, character-wise, the character of Tripp. They could have done something with him, but I just feel as though he was always going to be a character that was always accustomed to second choice. Because remember, it started out with Sierra. I mean, obviously, with Sierra and all of that stuff.
Claire.
And yeah, so, and then Allie, all that stuff. Okay. Again, this was kind of a missed opportunity because I could see the high stakes in this. Is okay. EJ got Tripp, right? Okay, that's a Damaris trait right there. It's a kidnap the child. Go for it. Do what you got to do with it. This could have brought in Steve a little bit, but then you have Ava kidnapping EJ's heart and soul, and I will go on. I will fall, flat, because the thing is that Ava knows again how to get. It's sad because it had to happen this way, but Ava has always been that person to really get under your skin, because she did it with Kayla, and she did it again. So the fact that first and foremost Charlie, hey Mike Manning, hey baby, he was there to kind of like be that guilty conscience and everything. I'm gonna tell you something. Dan did some good work with that too, because when Susan, was allegedly dead, presumed dead and everything, you gotta think about this. EJ, yes, he has Sammy. Yes, he has Nicole. Yes, he has a lot of people who will give him, quote unquote, love. But somebody who really would stand by him through all of the mess was his mama. So the thing is, though, Dave, this was the perfect opportunity for you to have him kind of go dark a little bit.
Trip.
Because now he does not have that conscience of his mom. But I'm enjoying what is happening with EJ. Well, I'm enjoying certain things about EJ.
Yep.
But, yeah, that was really interesting. But now, you know, if you saw today's episode.
Yes.
Did y'all see today's episode?
I did.
No, I need to catch up.
Oh, well, you need to catch up. All I got to say is I know that some people are, I'm just going to say this, are not feeling what Alex did. And there's me who kind of has a explanation for it of why Alex probably did it. But I do feel as though this is going to give some story for him and for some other people. But I will say this. I saw a supporting actor category nominee for next year's Emmys today on Days.
Robert Scott Wilson?
Not him. I mean, I love you,
No?
Rob. Don't get it twisted. I do. But it's somebody, it's an unsung hero. I always call him the unsung hero of Days of Our Lives in a Way.
Billy Flynn?
No.
Today, you said. Today.
Today's episode,
Okay,
yeah.
I got to go back.
Yeah.
Okay, unsung hero.
Unsung hero, because you got to tie in.
Brian DeTillo?
Nope.
No?
I mean,
I heard
yeah.
I think, okay, wait a minute. I think everybody's seen the promo.
Yeah.
I think everybody's seen the promo. Well, you've seen the promo, so you know what's bound to happen, right?
I know what's going down, yeah.
Okay, so who I'm going to say is Josh Taylor.
Oh.
Because if you think about it, if you think about all the people that quote unquote about to, they're connected to him. So yeah, just think about that.
Connected to Josh. Yeah, it's not Josh.
No, it's Josh. No, I'm picking Josh, but they're all connected to Roman.
Well, you're Kyle Lauder.
Well, no. Listen to how I'm saying it. The character of Roman Brady is the unsung hero. Josh Taylor, to me, I if they do this justice, I can see him maybe getting a pre-nomination for supporting actor.
Oh, I see what you're going with. Okay, I see where you're going. Okay, I'm still trying to understand where you're going.
Do you want me to help you out?
Okay.
You want me to help you out,
now.
David?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'm going to help him. So, spoiler alert for those who didn't see it. You got
I
Kate.
didn't see it, but you lead me.
Okay, you got Kate. That's Roman's girl, right?
Right.
Kate and Roman are together, right? Okay.
Right.
You got Kayla and Roman. That's brother and sister.
Right.
And then you got Marlena. That's his baby mama, ex-wife, lover, his wife. Depends on how you take it. All three of them are about to.
Yeah.
So that's why I said, like, Roman, if they do this right, Josh Taylor can get an Emmy reel.
I get you. I would nominate him.
He was good.
So we'll see what happens.
I think you're right there, Candace. I think if they play their cards accordingly, I think Days has a heavy hitter. He is like an unsung hero and someone you'd never expect. I can't remember if he's ever been nominated at all, even in his previous role, because my mind is, I can't think that far back, but I don't remember him. I don't even remember him being at the awards, let alone being up for a nomination. So, yeah, I hope so. This would be great for him. It's just like if they gave it when we wanted Peggy McKay to get it. So he's right up there.
So we'll see what happens.
Let's hope. I like that idea. So what do you think about, you think Alex is going to get some heat?
He should.
He should.
I mean, okay, so
I feel bad for Alex, but I get where he's coming from. This is his first relationship. It literally, like, even Sonny said that this is going to be new to him because he's used to being a player. And with him being with Stephanie, his first relationship, I kind of see him going, like, out of, like, off the walls a little bit. Whether it kind of makes sense, I can see him kind of, like, trying to find himself, trying to deal with all this overwhelmment in the relationship with Stephanie. I kind of get where he's coming from as far as that goes.
Okay, so here's the thing. Based off of today, I will say I get why he did why he did it. I get it. Hindsight, I totally understand why he did what he did. But the third time when this situation happened, you saw the look on his face. But at the same time, I would have an issue if a certain person kept calling too while I'm trying to do what I had to do with Stephanie. And then when I'm trying to sugarcoat it because Will didn't see it. But but I get it because remember, even Chad, what was it, a few days ago, Alex actually told Chad that he's with Stephanie and kind of like told him in his own way that they're together and to back off. You need to kind of see to this episode because this is going to be the game changer a little bit. Because there were some things that Alex did that, again, in the moment, I understand why. Like, again, in the moment. Hindsight, I would have had an issue. I would have been curious as to certain things. But at the end of the episode, you saw his face, and that's going to be a huge problem, especially if that person tells the other person that Alex knew.
So my question for y'all, all three of you, is who do you want
Anthony's
Stephanie
not
to be
here,
with?
so it's just Candace and me.
Say it again, Will.
Who do you want Stephanie to be with, Chad or Alex?
Neither
right
one
now,
of them.
Alex.
I'm gonna tell you, neither one of them, and let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Dave, hi, it's me. This whole Chad, Alex, Stephanie is a retcon of Abby, Chad, and Ben.
Well,
the only difference is that you mixed up a little bit of the characters. You rushed Chad into a relationship after seriously finding out who killed his wife. Which, Dave, I'm sorry, you're still going to catch heat for it from me all the time. Okay, Alex, I'm going to be honest. I know people don't like this character because of whatever reason. But my whole thing is that I enjoy this character because he is supposed to be a man-hoe. Okay?
Yep,
he is supposed to be that jerk. He is supposed to be that character that you go, oh, my God, why are you even here? He's supposed to be that jerk, okay? But the thing is that I feel as though, like it was said, he has not been in a real relationship before. And I'm going to be honest, he's a spoiled brat because he wants certain things his way or no way at all. He feels threatened a little bit. I want more backstory on him. Even though I know who the character is, I need to know what's been going on for the last couple of, like, you don't have to give me a special episode, but give me some pointers, some, like, cliff notes about how this character has been.
We need depth.
Right.
We need depth of the character development.
Right. Then you got Stephanie Johnson. Okay.
Yeah.
Dave, listen to what I'm about to say. You gave us a little insight of her on Beyond Salem 2. You didn't give us much, but you gave us a little bit. I need for her to be a little bit more established than her just being in between two cute guys. I get it, but at the same time, I don't get it. Because at the end of the day, like the problem is that we know who Chad is. We've known Chad for almost a decade now. He just lost his wife.
Yeah, he doesn't need
But
a rush.
he's also, and I understand that you want him to move on, but give some time for these characters to really establish to the point where it's like, okay, we see there's a little competition between the two alphas, between Alex, Manho, and Chad, who's grieving.
Yes.
Have Stephanie, who is a friend to Chad and everything, be there. And it kind of rubs off like, okay, Stephanie kind of wants to get close to Chad. I need to know some things about Stephanie when she was in Seattle beforehand. That's what I want.
Exactly.
And so that's why I'm hoping, right, that's why I'm hoping for what happened today carries and we get that. Like, I want more insight about certain things. Maybe this is going to open a door, maybe. So we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
So
Is
how do you
Anthony
think?
still on the phone?
No, he left at 8.
Oh, okay. I was just curious. I didn't know if maybe David or Candace, I didn't know if you guys knew anything coming up with February coming up soon. Nothing.
I haven't seen anything, Candace.
You haven't heard nothing yet?
Well, I know this, and they haven't really said much, but I will say this.
Uh-huh.
Starting February is exclusive days episodes, meaning, let me explain this. What we've seen is stuff that was supposed to be for NBC. But now February is exclusively days, scripts, like Peacock. And you're going to notice it. That's all I got to say.
Well, okay, the only thing that I found out was for days is there's a mystery character popping up in the spring, and it's going to change people's lives. So it's going to be interesting who this character is.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't to the spring because it's leading up to all the stories. You watch closely, the stories will work together, and they're like little puzzles. But it's gonna build the momentum to where we get to the spring, and this mystery character is gonna have a connection to a lot of different characters, and it's gonna change a lot of people's lives. So I'm looking forward to that.
You think it's Megan?
I don't know. I didn't know if she's coming in the spring or earlier, so it could be Megan. I don't know.
They should be coming soon. Bo
they should
Hope,
be coming
Megan.
soon.
Sierra,
yeah, they should be coming soon. Like Harrison.
Yep. Now, what is Paul? Is Paul coming back?
I heard he is, and Andrew. And Andrew.
Yeah, I don't know about
they
Paul,
are?
but I did hear Andrew.
I think I knew about Andrew, but I didn't know about Paul.
I think it's Paul and Andrew. Yeah.
Okay, then there you go. I heard about Andrew, but I didn't know about Paul.
But it's not going to be long term, though.
No, probably not.
Yeah,
no.
And that's okay with me. I love these characters, even if they're recurring. It's just great to see Paul again, and I liked Paul with Andrew. They're cute.
And I saw an interview with on the Stone Cold and the Jackal with Michael Fairman. And they were talking about why he wasn't at Day of Days. He wanted to know what that was like, Steve, because he was asked to go at Day of Days. And at that time, I think they said they were into March at that time of the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know how long Steve's there for.
And also they're in between.
Steve's on contract.
Steve also does 4 days.
Yeah,
so that's
he's on
also
contract.
another part
He's on contract.
He is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Steve's on contract at Days. Yeah.
And what about Christian and Peter?
I think it's just, I don't think it's contract. I just think they're finishing up the story from Beyond Salem, too.
Yeah, that's what I was
And Victoria?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think?
Pretty much.
We'll
So
see a Ben sighting?
Okay. So let me explain the whole Peter, Kristen, and Victoria thing. So basically what Beyond Salem did, if you saw Beyond Salem 2 exclusively on Peacock, was It was a 2-parter. And the thing was, Bo, if y'all didn't see it, y'all know, by now y'all should know Bo is a woke. He's big up. So that was the end of the first chapter, part of chapter 2. They're going to carry the story over to the mothership, okay? So that's why you have the main players. You have Kristen Alfonso, Peter Rickle, Steve Burton, Victoria, and the one plays Megan. So pretty much they're going to wrap up that story arc. And again, we know Steve is staying on there. Victoria, I think, is just going to be, like it's going to be a pop-up. Now, what I will say this is, we also
just passing through. Yeah.
Yeah, she just popped it through. I will say this though, Dave. Hey, it's me again. We lost John Anderson as well last year. I know you guys are now getting ready to tape April, May, June. Yeah, in the next couple of weeks. I need for you guys to prepare that story arc. If you're going to do it later or whatnot, I need now this is where you do need Victoria to come back and Peter and Kristen, like for that. I don't know what you guys have in plan or if you guys are going to do that to address Victor Kiriakis. But we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves a little bit. But that's what I've been told to.
And also, Sierra's supposed to be returning with somebody. She's not alone.
Probably the baby.
The baby, yeah.
The role of little baby Bo is now being played by a 16-year-old. It's soaps, folks. I mean,
it's soaps.
It's soaps. It's like, hey,
Should we
I'm Bo
hit
Brady
Y&R?
the second. Yes.
I know
Yes.
Will was happy.
Oh my God, yes. It took me a while, but I'm gonna say it. The actor that I hope I'm saying it right. It's James Hyde, I believe. It took me a while to get used to his character because I really did not like this Jeremy Stark, but I am loving him now.
And Devon?
Devon's the alpha dog.
He's finally calling a spade a spade.
Oh my God! I swear, I'm loving Lily and Devon right now. I'm Candace. Did you feel it? David, did you feel it? I'm feeling Drew and Neil coming out of Lily and Devon all over again. And this is we've been waiting for this. This is what we needed. And you know what? I'm going to say it. Lily leaving Billy has been the best thing for her.
Go ahead, Candace.
Okay. Let me tell y'all about Young and Restless. Young and Restless, I must give it to you. I said it again. I'll say it some more. You was improved so much this past year. Yes, Devon and Lily. Hamilton Winters, I like that dynamic. I like the drama that we have with Lily and Devon and Nate, and we're going outside of it. I love the dynamic of freaking James Hyde being on the show. However, Young and Restless, I'm going to say something. And I know you extended his contract, and I'm happy for that. But Young and Restless, real talk. Don't do to Jeremy as you did to Ashland Locke. Because I know you had plans for Ashland Locke. I know. Young and Restless, I know. And I know things happen. But at the same time, you have Jeremy, who seriously have chemistry. I already see the chemistry with certain people. But I want to explore this character because I think he could be really good. I think he could be a good villain. I really do.
He fits perfect. He fits perfect into this crazy Genoa City residence. Perfect.
Now, I'm going to say this. Travis St. John, baby. This is where you were supposed to be at after One Life. This, I feel it now. I am enjoying his version of Tucker.
My God, chemistry with all the women. He got chemistry with all the women. You got to give it up to that man.
Like, it's crazy because when he gives Phyllis the side eye or kind of gives, like, the little shade, I feel it. Yeah. Like, this is something in his warehouse that he does very well. But him and Eileen Davidson, let me tell you something. Eileen Davidson wanted me to tell y'all personally Not really. I don't know her number. But to me, it's like, have y'all been acting together for a while? Because I noticed. This is how you can tell if a recast just gels. Because sometimes I get being a recast, it takes a while to get used to, certain things. But I feel as though Trevor and Eileen Davidson has been working together for more than just a couple of weeks, couple of months. I feel the vibe. Okay. With Devon is straight up. He's headstrong. And he learned that from Neil and Drew and them. Lily, I know you want to prove yourself, and I get it. I understand. But please don't make decisions that you're going to regret. Billy, okay. I liked it, Lily and Billy, but Billy, your focus was shifted to Chelsea. And understand you feel like you're responsible for Chelsea because you were there when she almost did something to herself. Yeah. But you're not her babysitter. You're not her babysitter. You are Lily's boyfriend. You need to put your relationship with Lily first, and that's why she dumped her butt. And Lily, I know you also want things to work out because you feel as though every relationship you had, and listen to why I'm saying this, there was always a hiccup. There was always a hiccup, and you're trying to avoid the hiccup. And not for nothing, but also I got to factor in the Jill stuff. That's a whole nother thing for another day. But I'm so enjoying this. But can I tell you what I'm really enjoying? What I really enjoyed the last couple of weeks? Can I say it? Can I scream it?
Scream it.
Okay, Young and the Rustlers, you did me proud. Like, GH, I know you brought Ellie Trout and you paired her up with Griffin. Total shocker. Did not see that coming. You gave me
that was cool.
Dr. Andrew Maddox came back. You kept that very hush-hush. I appreciate you, GH, for doing that. However, Young and the Rustlers wins this. Young and the Rustlers wins this because you brought back Michael Grosset and Michael Damian. Rock on. Okay, let me tell you how this is how you do this. You bring back Daniel Romalotti when Lily and Billy are having their angst, when Phyllis is having some issues. You bring him on, and it's as if time stood still, like he hasn't been gone this long. He jumped right into this, and I love the fact that Lily and Daniel was able to talk and go down memory lane, and I'm just like, and this is why I really like this sound. And then you got freaking Danny again. This is why Young and the Rustlers, I'm going to be honest, this is why you're number one, and this is why I know so many people have, I'm sorry. Yep. Some people have issues with this, but some people don't. When I saw Michael Damian, when I saw Danny with Tracy, with Lauren, and look, we don't see Lauren and Tracy that much, okay? We know they're recurring and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you, it all came back. It all came back. The history of these characters and the progress that they had made. That scene when Michael Baldwin came in and said, hey, the old gang is here. And then you had to remember that because of Mike, I think because of Michael or because of Danny. Either Michael has Danny's kidney or lip or something. Either Michael has something to Danny, so Danny has something to Michael. But then you give me the scene that I've been waiting for so long that I literally cried when I heard about it. And I'm not even joking. I teared up. When you gave me Danny and Cricket. Now, yes. Okay, let me tell y'all something. Danny and Cricket have been around since 1983, 84, respectfully, okay? And the thing is, I used to call them Barbie and Ken, okay, growing up. I did, but
that's what they look like.
They're cute together, Danny and Cricket. But then again, I should have said that was Jem. I should have said they were reverse Jem.
Oh, Jem.
For those who remember Jem, thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I remember Jem. Yeah,
so,
and they also gave me that Greek vibe of Danny Zuko and what's her name?
Not so much, but I get you. Yeah, but no, I'm saying this right, and again, the history. I'm just like, oh my God, and the fact that because of Phyllis, and we got to remember this, because of Phyllis, it alternated those two being together, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Young and the Restless fans, I heard y'all all the way from here to there to everywhere. There should have been another person, and that's Paul. And I'm going to say this. I agree, but also, like, because I started thinking so many bad things. I was like, they're going to kill Paul off so Danny and Cricket could be together or something like that.
I'm okay. I'm okay without Paul. I was good. I'm good.
And I'm going to also say this, and for those who say, well, Dad, Candace, you went straight to a death. No, what I'm trying to say is either they split up off, like they did something to Paul in order for Danny and Cricket, in my mind, to have gotten together. Like, okay, we find out that Cricket and Paul got a divorce. The first thing I would have said is, when was this episode? Because I wanted to see it. Or if you were to say that she died. Then when they said they was on a ski trip, I was like, oh, God. Like, whoo, all right, I'm not ready. But I loved what they did. I love the fact that Christina is very comfortable. She's not comfortable. She's comfortable with her job, but she is in love with Paul. And the fact that Danny and her have a lot of issues that needed to be addressed and talked about, I enjoyed it. I felt as though I was like, you know what, William J. Bell, you looking down right now, and you and Lee are very proud of this scene because this was all old school Young and the Restless vibes to me. Because, again, if it wasn't for Phyllis, see, that's the thing. When you have characters that's been if you have characters that's been on the canvas for 20-something years and they've done something to another character, there should be some consequences. And that's what Phyllis did. Phyllis, because of the fact that, you know, her and Danny and all that derailed Danny and Cricket. You know, who's to say what would have happened if Phyllis never really came into their lives and whatnot? Sort of just like with Michael Baldwin, you know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Right, it makes you start to think about certain things. And now it's like, I am just like enjoying it. I'm like, whoo, okay, like let's go. Then you got Jack and Diane. And I don't trust Diane. I'm sorry. I know some people
don't trust her. I don't trust her.
Well, I gotta tell you guys, and Will, you heard me say this before. I'm sorta hoping she's on the level.
After today's episode, okay, let me tell you something. I know there's some people who want the quote-unquote mean girls, as they call it, Phyllis, Nikki, and Ashley, to get theirs, right? I'm going to be honest. Ashley's going to get hers. Ashley's going to get hers first. She already got kicked out of the Abbotts, okay? I'm just saying. But then you got Nikki, and then you got Phyllis. Phyllis is sort of kind of getting her just desserts in a sense with Summer. Because of Phyllis and Diane, this is going to cause a rift between Phyllis, Summer, and Kyle, and that's what I kind of wanted, to be honest with you.
And we needed this. We've been needing this.
We did. We really did need this.
We needed the drama. We needed this angst.
Right. Yeah. But my problem is that, I want to see the mean girls get egg on their face. However, I'm sorry. Diane is no saint, okay? She is almost as bad as the rest of them, but I get it. But the only person that I'm worried that's going to get hurt the most, well, actually, there's two people. It's Kyle and Jack. Because of Phyllis and because of Diane, but mostly because I feel as though Diane is playing on Jack's emotions. Because Jack, I'm sorry, Jack, even though you are Jabot, by the way, Peter Bergman, ladies and gentlemen, I feel as though Jack, they know that you have a weak heart, and you wear it on your sleeve very well. You kissing, and all that stuff to Diane, and Diane is like, I just hope that we can start all over again because I know that I really hurted you in the past, and I want to be a good mother to Kyle. And Kyle is like, I want to give my mother a chance because I know now as a parent, and I'm like, Diane, fiddle, like you playing the saddest lonely song because I don't trust you and I don't trust Jeremy Stark. I feel as though y'all two are setting something up, emotion and whatnot. Because I want to know, I want to know more about your story in Los Angeles, Miss Taylor. That's what you called yourself, Taylor. Even though Los Angeles already has a Taylor, she's the best damn psychiatrist in the world. That's what Taylor Hayes said. So to me, I feel as though like there's something, and I don't know what it is. I feel as though Jeremy might be the innocent party. That's the sad part. I feel as though Jeremy might be innocent.
It's going to be good because a little few teasers for you. If you all recall, back in the day, you remember Victor Newman brought Crazy Patty Williams to town, remember?
Right, yes.
Okay. And remember, he also brought the beloved Mariah Copeland into town so that she can taunt Sharon, believing that she was her daughter Cassie, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go with me here. What's coming up next is getting wild. I don't know if JG wrote this or who's writing this one, because remember there is an assistant writer too on Young and the Restless. But here we go. Mr. Newman is going to make a life-altering choice that will affect, and I'm not kidding, it's going to affect Nick, Sally, Adam, Tessa, and Mariah.
Oh, he's getting that baby.
Getting the baby for the adoption.
Okay, that's a twist. That's enough. Also, someone in town has a connection to someone from the past. That's coming soon. And there's also another mystery character.
That's a little wild.
There's a mystery character coming into town that will have a deep, dark secret against someone in town. Kind of the way they're doing with Diane and Jeremy. They're going to take this next character coming in. It's going to go a whole new level, and it's going to be a game changer for everybody. So get ready because it's going to change a lot of lives, just like what's going on the other stuff that I mentioned. I guess these writers are starting to get wised up. They're bringing in these new characters, and a lot of the characters are going to start changing things within the canvas. So get ready. It's exciting.
Here's the thing. Young and Rustlers did say, I can honestly say they did say this, that because they were going towards their 50th, there was going to be characters from the past that's connected to the characters of tonight, of now,
it's happening,
and whatnot. And I think that's what we're seeing. And I'm just going to say this, Tessa better be Jeremy's daughter. There you go. But at the same time, like they...
Oh, my God, Candace, you're warm. Wait till you find out, because that's another one that I won't spoil that. But wait till you find out who is related to Jeremy Stark, and it is amazing.
Probably Sally.
Okay, now my question to you both: what do you feel about Sally being pregnant with either Adam or Nick? Do you like this story? Do you want her to have Nick as the baby daddy? Do you want it to be Adam, or do you not want him to do with the story?
I don't know. I always thought Nick was the odd party. He'd be the one using her. Okay, I'm just going to say it. I could be wrong.
I just came off of a pregnancy storyline with Young and the Rustlers. My God. Like seriously. And not for nothing, we all knew Sally was going to get knocked up by one of these. I mean, she was having sex Monday, Wednesday, Friday with Adam, and Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday with Nick.
She made love to Adam for closure.
I know,
and then
but what I'm saying is that literally, like, it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday that she was with Nick. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays she was with Adam. Like, come on now. Like, we knew that she was going to get knocked up. I will say this, though. Nick doesn't need another kid, and Adam doesn't need another kid. So
no, they don't.
I feel as though, okay, hey, Young and the Rustlers, I'm daring you. Wait a minute. Let me put it out right now. I dare you to say this is a false pregnancy. I dare you, because this is the thing. This is the thing. It's a real thing, too.
Yeah, but it's a real thing. A hysterical pregnancy.
Yup. You can do that and everything. And I'm sorry, this is going to sound but think about it. This would be up Sally's warehouse because Sally has faked the illness before. I can see where she fakes it to get something. Young you need to start writing Sally a little bit like she was. I mean, I will say this. The way she is written on Young and the Rustlers is very good because that's what I wanted Sally to be. But
they love her haters.
But at the same time, let her do it. Let her do it. I know this is so wrong. I know it is so wrong for her to use a pregnancy to get what she wants.
Candace, you know what I'm loving this about with Sally? Think about it. She reminds me so much of the original Sally from Bold and Beautiful. Remember how people used to love and hate?
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something. I agree.
And this is
good writing. I'm going to go by
Young and Russell standards. This is the new essence of the Sally Spectre that we recall from Bold and Beautiful, our original beloved Sally.
I'm going to tell you one better.
Yeah,
if they were to go ahead and do this correctly, there's little traces of Jill with Sally. Oh, gee. And when I say Jill, I'm talking about Brenda version.
Yep.
Yeah, like I'm going back 70s, 80s Jill, okay? Because I can totally see her, I can see her using this to her advantage. So we'll see what happens. And if I'm right, hey, Young and Russell, I'm doing forever today, but you also can hire me.
Yes. And the last teaser I've got for Young and the Restless, Chloe makes a decision that she can't go back on. So get ready because it's going to be a wild, crazy.
Yeah, I have a feeling she's going to steal that baby.
It's going to get crazy in Genoa City. You thought it was.
I feel as though
if
Sally doesn't
we're not even sweeps yet. We're not even sweeps yet, and the storylines in Genoa City are going to get hotter.
Well, I just feel as though, if Sally is pregnant, if this for real, I can totally see Chloe doing something. Either she switched it, because we got to keep in mind, Chloe doesn't like Adam.
Right.
Yeah. So if she finds out Adam is the baby daddy, I can totally see a baby switch again. I can see either.
But don't forget,
I can see her doing that.
Don't forget,
and I'm not even talking about. And you want to know the crazy part is, it's not going to be like it is with Stage. Okay, y'all remember Stage? Okay, shout out to Stage.
Right.
Rest in peace, baby.
I do.
It's not going to be like that. I just feel as though maybe Mariah and Tessa are going to get that baby. I don't know.
All I got to say on that is,
geez.
Believe it or not, Tessa and Mariah fans, you're going to buckle up. And remember, I did warn you guys on the internet. Some of the storylines are coming will upset some fans. But this is a good thing. Because if you think about it deep hard, the writers are making your favorite characters get more screen time with these stories. So keep that in mind. Because one way or the other, Tessa and Mariah will get a baby. But the question is it the baby that you think they get? So keep that in mind. All right, everybody. I had so much fun. Thank you so much for having me. I've got to go.
Oh, you're gone. We still got B&B.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to stay on long. Go ahead. Switch to B&B.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm loving. I know people don't like it, but I'm loving it. I love Sheila with Bill. It's crazy. It's wild.
It's crazy.
It's out there, but I love it. Sheila with
So my
with
first
Bill
impression.
Oh my God, I love it.
My first impression when I saw this, I says, "Am I on candid camera?" Because I couldn't believe my eyes.
Well, I know they're going to go crazy with a twist, and this was one I did not expect. But I'm loving it.
I did not see this coming.
I also love that Bill finally tells, what's her name? The one married to Finn, what's her name?
What,
Finn?
Finn?
The doctor? Who's
Finn.
Who's that woman married to the Finn? Who's the doctor? Steffi.
Who's married to Finn?
Steffi. I love how Bill told Steffi that if he doesn't go along with his plan, that he's going to turn his tailor in. I'm loving this. I'm loving this story.
It's just out of nowhere. What do you think, Candace?
I love it because this is Bold and Beautiful. Like, this is what Bold does. And I get it. We want to know all that's happening. Because it's like, wait, what? What's happening here? But I'm joining the ride. I want to see what happens because I have a feeling Bill is playing somebody too. But we'll see what happens.
I'm hoping he is.
Well, what I thought, I thought for a minute when they did this, I just thought they were going to do a page out of Days, and I thought maybe Bill was getting like brainwashed or something. But like they did Young and the Restless a while back in the day, they did this. But with this storyline, I think they're not doing that yet. So this is getting good.
But I mean, it kind of.
Excuse me.
So it's kind of interesting because I mean, we've said, now this is one of those things where we soap fans always say, I wonder if they're ever going to address this. And yeah, it could be a couple of years, it could, which it has been, where we are now talking about Taylor's involvement in Bill's shooting, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor did shoot him, like, case in point, but Bill, Taylor never faced any consequences for that. So the fact that now
nobody knew, right? Nobody
really knew. No, nobody knew. So the fact, obviously Steffi knew, but no. But the thing is the fact that you got Sheila, who is Finn's mother. It's like Bill is kind of ticked off at every woman that has been in his life. Every woman. And it's sort of like, what do they say? You screw somebody over so many times, they're going to make some idiotic decisions. And this might be Bill's idiotic decision, but at the same time, he had a point. If Sheila goes to jail, your mother goes to jail. It's like, you know what? At this point, I don't care anymore. Like, I don't give two flying, about everything. And for him to team up with Sheila, like, that's the ultimate. It's like, wait, what? Like, hold up, let me sit myself down because I don't believe this. Like, what does Bill have on Sheila? What does Sheila got on Bill?
I'm like popcorn, and I'm enjoying this like a roller coaster ride. I'm enjoying the whole thing because it's taking Bill away from being so obsessed with Brooke. This would take him to a whole new different level, which I love. And if you didn't pick up on the clue, this storyline going on right now is going to be an umbrella storyline for Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
This is the arc. Remember, David, we talked about this a while back.
I'm going to just say this.
This is kicking off right now.
I'm just going to say this. Bold and Beautiful usually doesn't do sweeps. They really sometimes don't. But
right, exactly.
I will say mid-February and early March, really paid close attention to a lot of things. And I don't know nothing. I'm just going based off the fact that, one, we got February
I'm here for it.
And also, March is the anniversary month. But also, they will be preempted in March for 2 days for March Madness. Do you remember what happened the last time for March Madness? Right, the episode before March Madness?
Yes, didn't they put it on Paramount Plus?
Oh,
no. So I'm talking about the reveal. Like a reveal might happen or something. I don't know.
Candace, there's going to be some more bad preemptions because what's going on with these crazy court trials. The news says that they're going to be doing some during the month of February.
What court trials?
There was something going on in the court in the news. You didn't catch it? They mentioned something about that there's going to be some interruptions coming up for the month of February where they'll be doing live coverage. I thought you heard about that.
No, I didn't hear anything about February.
Okay. I'm just giving a heads up so fans can understand. There is going to be February Madness, whatever that is. But there also will be...
Yeah, March Madness is basketball. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
And what do y'all think about who's left on the stories? I'm sure you already knew about this, right? Because this shouldn't be too much of a big spoiler. But you know that Felicia Forrester is returning to Bold and Beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Well, yeah, because
she's got an agenda. I'd rather have Kristen. Yes.
I'd rather have Kristen because she's Zenday's mother.
Oh, Kristen's coming back too?
No, I'd rather have Kristen.
He said he wished that she would come back.
Yeah.
Oh, Kristen. Okay. Oh, and speaking of which, Bridget that plays on Bold and Beautiful, she was on So Help Me Todd on Paramount Plus, CBS.
And she was also at Kaylee Coco. Yeah, and she was also at Kaylee Coco and Tom Pelfrey's baby shower. I knew I saw Ashley Jones there. I was like, I wasn't at the baby shower. I just saw a picture.
I saw the picture. I saw the picture. Yeah.
And real quick, speaking of baby news. Yeah, real quick, speaking of baby news, besides Tom Pelfrey, hey, Tom, we do, again, Shamar Moore is having a baby girl. Again.
Shout out to Shamar. Congratulations.
Yep, his first.
How about that?
Oh, and also congratulations and a shout out to Paramount Plus. They renewed Fire Country. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's really good.
Yeah. So what do we got on? So
I think all we have left is Carter and
Sheila's
Katie,
attorney.
Right?
Oh, Sheila's attorney?
Is that who I think that is?
Yes.
Yep, that's what's called for Passions.
Oh, yes.
And Generations? Or am I thinking the wrong?
Yes.
I was thinking
You're
Generations.
thinking wrong. Yeah, you're thinking of Passions with Rodney.
That is Passions.
Mm-hmm.
He's from Passions.
That's what's called. That's Simona Whitney's dad. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, nice. And then we got
right?
Joe Lando back too.
Yep, Joe Lando's back. Lord,
So
that's gonna be a mess.
And
because now, see, I want to know. Now here's the thing. Okay. Bold. Listen to me, because we got some history with this court judge and Bill.
Yes, we do.
And Steffi and Ridge. Oh, somebody's getting blackmailed. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just figured out something just now, and I can totally see them doing it.
What was that incident? I know he was blackmailed before to go
when Ridge was trying to get Bill away from state. No, that too, about the thing, and also I think he was the one who also blackmailed. Wasn't it when Bill allegedly did something to Steffi too?
Okay, so I got a quick question for y'all.
And then again, it was the whole will thing with the judge too.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was gonna ask a quick question. How do y'all feel about Finn finding out about Steffi and Bill? Do you think that he's overreacting in that situation, or do you think he's in the right to get mad?
Well, he's got nothing to be mad at right now.
Right,
I mean,
because it happened so long ago. Unlike the whole
but it's going to cause a little bit of conflict. Do you think that he's in the right to get mad?
I think here's the thing. I understand again that he knows the history with Liam and Steffi, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
But I think the fact that Steffi really didn't tell him everything, and I understand Steffi is like, well, you don't need to know about this because it's not affecting us right now. But I can see how Finn does feel. It's like, okay, you could have told me. Like how come I didn't know this? It's you know what? The reaction is real as I don't know what, because I know so many people who was like, you could have told me that you dated such and such, even though it was like 10 years ago.
Yes, that's what I'm asking you the question. Do you think that he's in the right to get mad, or do you think that he's not in the right?
I'm in between. I don't think it's denial. Okay. Again, it's like it's up to Steffi if she wanted to share that information. Now, here's what you should. This is the question: should Steffi had told him about her history with Bill?
Maybe.
Like before all of this came out.
I don't think so. That's
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying with Finn. But that's what I'm saying about Finn. It's like I can't get upset at something that happened 10 years prior. Now, if it was recent, like how she told him about Liam, okay, totally different story. But it happened so long ago. But again, I know certain people who do get a little upset because their current spouse doesn't give them the dating history.
Right.
Yeah, and that's why
it's okay, Finn, what was I supposed to tell you? In 2004, 2007, and 2009, and 2012, I was with Bill Spencer.
Guys, we have to say goodnight because we're right out.
Okay.
We're running out of time.
Everybody have a great night. Welcome to Monday.
We'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks for coming, all.
Get connected with Take Two Radio on Facebook or Twitter at Take Two Radio. For email updates on future shows, follow at Blog Talk Radio. For previous episodes, upcoming guests, and more, visit TakeTwoRadio.com.